So we have Akshay, Jasmeet, Jitendra, Pramad. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's start now. So in the last class, we have covered till the basics of Python. Right. So we covered what is a dictionary, what is a tuple, and then we did what is known as list comprehension. How can we create list in a smarter way? So we can integrate a for loop or if statement within while constructing a list on the list only, right? Today we are going to do something same similar thing for functions also, known as a lambda. Okay, so let's see this now. I believe you can see my screen now. Okay, so it says lambda operator or lambda function is a way to create small anonymous functions, that is functions without a name. And these functions are throwaway functions, that is they are just needed when they have to be created. So it's not like you cannot call them later on, because we won't be giving them any name, and they are just one line function that we create for our quick computation. And lambda functions are generally used in combination with functions like filter, map, and reduce. So let's see what is the syntax of lambda. Okay. So the general syntax of lambda is pretty simple. That is lambda. We write lambda, then the argument list that we have to pass, and the expression that we have to compute. Okay. So for example, I'm creating a function f, which is lambda x comma y colon x plus y. So that's lambda. We have written x comma y is the argument list, and x plus y is my expression. Right. So now if I do f1 comma 2, I can compute as 3. So you can see it's a very quick way of writing a function. Do this now quickly. I believe all of you have opened your Jupyter Azure notebooks. So you can create a new file there, lambda map and filter commands.
I went to notebooks.azure.com
Mm-hmm.
and I'm exploring after that. Is it sign in? We have to create a new account and then work
Yes,
for it?
that's what you have to do. Go to notebooks. You can sign in and then you can easily log in.
Okay, we have our own portfolio.
Yes, so libraries, you can create a library and then you can start working. So we have created a data science Python library, okay, in which we have various directories like this. Yes, done. So these are like one line functions which you can use for quick execution. So here you don't have to give a function name and then the parameter list and then return body, etc. Right? Simply a one line function. Getting this, Pranali?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the better use of lambda is with the map function. It says the advantage of lambda operator can be seen when it is used in combination with the map function. So map is a function which has two arguments. One is the function and then the sequence. So those who coming from R is like my apply function. So now suppose, so the first argument is the function here, and the second argument is the sequence on which I want to apply the function. So rather than writing a for loop, we can simply use the map function over here. Okay, let's see an example. So we have defined a function here, Fahrenheit, which converts the temperature into Fahrenheit. Okay. Now see this. So we are passing the temperature is my parameter here, and this is the body. So simply 9 by 5 multiplied by t. No need of this bracket. Yes, 9 by 5 into t plus 32 is my function is going to return that. Similarly, I have a function that can convert a temperature into a degree Celsius, which returns 5 by 9 into t minus 32. So now temperature I am passing as a tuple. You can also pass it as a list. It won't be an issue. Whichever you want, you can pass it. Okay. Now see that. So now I want to apply this Fahrenheit function on a list. Right. So one way is to we write a for loop, and then within that for loop we apply this function on each and every of the values of the temp list. Otherwise, we can simply write like this map Fahrenheit comma temp. So it will map the function with all the parameters in the list, and the output. Okay, just the output of the map is not a list directly; it's actually an iterator. So once you apply a list, it converts into a list. Do this quickly. Just a second. Let me pass it as a tuple only. And there's not an error. No, it's okay. Yes, you can pass the list also. So yes, do till here and then I'll explain you this. जितेंद्र समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
So map is like a apply function in this R, right? As you said.
Yes, in Python, yes. So it is only for list and tuples. You cannot apply it on data frames and all.
Okay.
Okay. So we have apply function also here, but that will be in pandas. We will see when we study data frames.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So exactly map is like a function only, right?
No, map, yes, map is basically a function. What it is doing is it is mapping. So this function is actually getting applied to all the values of this list.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Now the output of this is not a map, is not a list, is an iterator. Iterator means on which you can iterate. So if you see here, I have written a loop over here. For I in map, print I. So it will printing me all the values of which we have in map. Right?
Yeah,
Or
correct.
otherwise, if you want to convert into a list directly, you can simply apply a list function on it. It will do the same job. And then you can save it on F and C. So you can also print F and you can also print C. So they are actually the same values only. So this for Fahrenheit, that's for Fahrenheit, and that's for Celsius. So I'm mapping my function with this Fahrenheit function with all the values of this temp list. Do this quickly. So here we have not used lambda. Okay. So after writing this, I want you to convert this Fahrenheit into write this Fahrenheit in terms of lambda only. So the line, this line and this line can be merged very easily using a lambda.
Is it working?
But
Huh?
the charger को mute में.
Can we do?
Akshay, please mute.
Sir, list in Python is similar to that of R, or it is simple an array?
Sorry, list of Python you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So list of Python is equivalent to list of R. Similar to list of R means it can be heterogeneous.
Heterogeneous.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I pass some character values, then it will give me an array?
No, it's heterogeneous. Now why would it give you an error?
But Fahrenheit and Celsius functions will not work there. No?
Sorry, come again. Yes, then this there's not the problem with list, right? That will be issue with this function.
It's functions only. Means
Yes,
that output would be
It won't be an error. It will be an error.
error.
Yeah. Do this quickly.
We have to use lambda functions and do the above code again, no?
Yeah. So use lambda function in place of this function. These two.
Okay.
जितेंद्र हुआ आपका?
Himanshu,
Yes.
while calculating C Celsius in the release map Celsius comma is it F, it takes the value of F.
Yes.
or the temp values only it should take?
No, f is again a list, so it will take f now. Temp is a parameter, t is a parameter here, right?
No, while calculating Fahrenheit, we took the temp values, least values, right? So I thought converting to Celsius.
Now see this. So what is this temp? This temp is a list on which I want to
Yeah.
compute, right? So I don't want to
Yeah.
compute on temp because it's already in Celsius.
Okay.
I want to compute it on the list of Fahrenheit values. That's why I passed it f here, right? If you want, you should print
Okay.
f over here. Okay. See this. So this is my Fahrenheit values. This I will simply. Okay. Now see this. So that's the list of Fahrenheit values which I input in Celsius to get my Celsius values. Okay. Okay, now let's see how we can do this with the help of a lambda. So I have a temp tuple here. So I can simply write this Fahrenheit function like this. List of, so list is just to complete map lambda t to 9 by 5 t plus 32. Right? So that's my function which I passed directly in my map only. Okay. And then I applied this on temp also. So within a line, single line, you can create a function also and apply pass an argument also for your parameters.
Sir, I have pinged you one code.
Yes.
Just please do it. इसमें क्या error है?
तो f कॉमा
ऐसा नहीं चलेगा.
f कॉमा टेम्प आएगा. आपने f ऑफ टेम्प पास कर दिया ना.
पर f का तो t पैरामीटर है ना.
एक सेकेंड. आपने ये पास किया राइट.
हाँ.
ऐसे ना करके इसको ऐसे पास करिए, है ना.
Okay. f comma 10.
फिर चल जाएगा. ये अक्षय जसमीत डन.
हाँ जी हिमांशु. Actually, I'm doing it on a mobile device, so
Okay.
it's slow, but I'm following it.
Yeah, 2 minutes, Himanshu.
Okay.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yep. Okay. Now this map function can be applied to more than one list also. Lists need not do not have to have the same length. Okay. So let's say now how we can apply this. So it says map will apply its lambda function to the elements of the argument lists. So for let's see the example here. So we have ABC. Now I want to apply lambda function xy colon x plus y. That's my function, and I'm passing on a comma b. So what it will do? It will add each and every element-wide addition. It will do. Okay. If the lists are not of the same length, it will stop after reaching the completing the smallest list. So for example, I have this like 1, 2, 3 and this. Now see this. So I'll get only the output is of size 3 only because A is small. If it is of same length, you will get it. So I can do element wise addition, multiplication, whatever I want to do, I can simply do it. So here I am passing more than one list. Okay. So A will be considered passed as a argument for X, and B will be passed for Y. I'm passing this values. You can simply put in the code. So later on you will see this lambda is very handy function for small if you have to write small functions, let's say within a data frame on a set of list or something. Yes, Jitendra, done. Jiten, what is the output in printar? Let me try this. यहाँ पे आपने 2 आर्ग्यूमेंट्स पास कर रहे हैं जबकि फंक्शन में आपका एक ही आर्ग्यूमेंट है. See this, in this case where we are doing it, we have x and y to pass, right? So we can pass 2 lists in place of x and y. But here we have only temperature here. So if it was like this, see this, t1 comma t2, and let's say this is t1 plus let's say this is the function now. Then you can use it. So now each value of temp1 will be used for t1 and each value of temp2 will be used for t2. But you cannot apply that way. Is it clear? Yes, प्रणाली हुआ आपका ये?
हाँ, मुझे आता है।
ठीक है, चलो अब देखते हैं filtering. Filtering we can also do using like map and lambda. So now suppose if we have a list and we want to put some condition on a list. So we have a function called filter which has 2 arguments, again the function and the list. So it offers an elegant way to filter out all the elements of a list for which the function returns true. So this function is like a condition which, so whenever it is true, it will give that values of list. The function filter f comma l needs a function f as its first argument. F should return a boolean value, that is true or false. And this function will be applied to every elements of the list L. So whenever this function returns true for that particular value of list, that value is actually returned. Let's see this. So here we have created a list of Fibonacci sequence. Okay. Now I just want to get all the odd numbers out of this sequence. So how to do this using list and filter? So I can apply filter. So now the function is simply lambda x percentage 2 should not be equal to 0, means the remainder when x divided by 2 should not be 0. And this I am applying on the Fibonacci sequence. But this time rather than mapping it, I just want to filter it. Okay, had I applied map here, I would have got a sequence of Boolean values, true, false, right? But I just want to use filter now. So when I use filter for those values which is where this is true, I'll get them as the output. So this is for odd, this is for even. Do this.
So Himanshu, when we use filtering, the first argument can be any function, right, instead of lambda.
Yes, you can pass a function also. This basically the function here I've created using a lambda. You can create like that using the def also. The traditional way of creating a function, yes. So you have to pass the name of the function here. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Let me know once you're done with this. How I give you the sequence? I'll just bring you the sequence. So just make sure the function should return a Boolean output. Yes, done. Akshay, Jitendra.
Yeah, Himanshu, done.
Okay. Now this you can ignore. So there was also a function earlier called reduce, which is deprecated in Python 3. Okay, so let's skip it for now. It's not required. Okay, so major thing is map, filter, and lambda is the one which you might be using. Okay. So now let's start with our next section, that is, now we're actually starting with the data science part. Okay. So I would suggest you to create a new script by the name of NumPy. And now we are actually starting with data science with Python. Now we're done with the core Python part. So now let's start with what is NumPy. Okay. So NumPy is a package for scientific computing with Python. So basically for all the numerical computations, we can use NumPy. So numerical Python or NumPy is for short is a foundational package on which many of the most common data science packages are built. NumPy provides us with high performance multi-dimensional arrays which can be used as vector or even matrices. The key features of NumPy are ND arrays or n-dimensional arrays of the same data type which are fast and space efficient. So there are number of built-in methods for ND arrays which allow for rapid processing of data without using loops, example computing the mean and all. Then we have broadcasting also here. Okay. So broadcasting is a useful tool which defines implicit behavior between multi-dimensional arrays of different sizes. Okay. Then we have vectorization, means which enables us numerical operations on ND arrays without writing a for loop. And then we have input output, like how we can read or write from a file. Now this is an additional link that I will share with you. This is the official documentation of NumPy. So which is very handy. So in case you want to search for a function help, you can simply go there and search. Okay, this you should know. Okay. So now NumPy is basically built upon lists only. So list as such is not memory efficient because it allows different heterogeneous data types, right? But once we restrict the list for allowing only numbers of particular type, okay, that makes it much more efficient. So you can call it NumPy as a wrapper on your list only, but with certain constraints, which makes them very much fast and space efficient. Okay, so NumPy or this ND arrays are not a native data structure of Python. It's not like list or tuple or dictionary. It's a derived thing. It's built upon lists only. Okay, so now let's start with like how we can start working on ND arrays. So when I say ND array, it means n-dimensional array. So it can be one dimensional like a vector, two dimensional will be a matrix, and then we can have three dimensional, four dimensional, etc. So it says ND arrays are time and space efficient multi-dimensional arrays at the core of NumPy. Like the data structures we studied in week 2, that is my tuples and dictionaries. Let's get started by creating ND arrays using the NumPy package. Okay. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to use this NumPy package. Okay. Now this NumPy is already installed in your Azure notebook. Right. Now I have not told you how to install a package in Python. Right. Now if you want to install a package just using Anaconda, using a Jupyter notebook, what you can do is you can write a exclamatory sign and then you can use conda install and then name of the package, let's say NumPy here. Let me show you this. Now what this is so this exclamatory is to run a shell script in a Jupyter notebook. So either you can go to a shell script or a command prompt to write this, otherwise you can simply write through a Jupyter notebook only. And this conda will only work if your Python is installed through the Anaconda distribution. Otherwise, if you just install Python directly from a Python website, there is a function called pip which comes with Python. Pip install NumPy. So there will be lot of packages in pip which are not in conda. So if you don't find something in conda, you can definitely try pip. Okay. So that's how you can install any packages in Python, pip or conda. And usually in Python, it's not like we have very small libraries. We have pretty huge libraries only. Like we have NumPy, SciPy, then pandas, and then scikit-learn. That covers mostly all of the things. And then we have a lot of methods built within this. Okay, I'll just stop it because I already have installed it. Okay, yes. Okay, now let's start. So we are importing NumPy as NP. So NP is just a alias for NumPy, which you can put any name over here, but NP is usually the standard that everybody does. So you will find it at a lot of places. NumPy as NP. So wherever you have to use NumPy, you can simply use it by NP now. Okay. Now let's create a one-dimensional array now. So I'm calling it as an array. Okay. So np.array is the function that we are going to use here. So now again, if you put np dot and then a tab. So I have not executed this. Let me execute this. While taking a lot of time. Let me restart the kernel. Yes. So now if you put np and then dot, you get all, and press a tab sign. Aaja bhai. Yes, now it is. So these are all the methods we have in this np library. EBS, absolute import, add docstring, add new doc, all this stuff. Okay. Now to create an array, we have simply np dot array like this. Okay. And now you know how to use, if I just put a bracket and then if I put a shift tab, it will show me the docstring of that function. Meaning what all things, what are the arguments that it takes and all that stuff. Okay, so we have object, we have d type, we have copy. Okay, then we have order. So this is not required. Now let's create this now. So np.array, I'm passing as what I am doing basically, I'm passing a list, I'm converting into a one-dimensional array. Okay, and now if you look at the class of this, it will show you this class numpy.nd array. And better thing is be let's print n underscore. So now this is an array 333 33 33.
First rank is in one dimensional array, right?
Yeah.
Rank one. Himanshu, could you just repeat what this pip install and numpy, what those first two lines does?
These are for installing any package in Python.
Sorry, I missed it. Yeah. Using those commands, we should install. I mean, using import also, you are just importing,
No,
right?
yeah, it's just importing. If you, in case the package is not there, you have to use this. So NumPy is already installed. So if you use Anaconda now, everything will come with it. Most of the data science packages are already installed. So you don't have to do this. Okay. But
Okay,
in
now
case,
we have to do this.
sorry, you don't have to, you have to simply import it. It's already installed there.
Okay, in this Jupyter.
Yes, in this Jupyter. If you download, install Python using Anaconda distribution, Akshay, it comes with most of the data science package already installed.
Okay.
Okay, so mostly you won't have to use it. But in case if you want to install any package, that's how you have to do it. So Conda install will work only when if that package is in the Conda available in the Conda distribution. Pip is a more larger database. Say for example,
So
if you
pip
compare,
these are the databases or libraries?
sorry,
This pip and conda are libraries or databases?
these are
What are these?
yeah, Conda is basically, these are basically repositories where we have a lot of packages, a lot of libraries.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can call it as a database. Okay.
Why this spaces is allowed in the array? Why those spaces are there before 3, 33 and 63
These
in
spaces.
the output. हाँ.
I think it might have allocated some size to this. Let me see if I make it 3 for all of them. Yes. Right. See this. So basically it's like, I'm not sure what's the use of it, but it's basically, so it's, so this is a 3-digit number, so it's allocating, it's like the data type will be same for all of them, right? So it is assuming to be 3-dimensional number, that's why it's putting in a space over here. But I don't know what's the use of it. Sorry? If my input
These are
is,
uneven spaces are there.
yes, the reason is, देखो,
Generally when they are
ये देखो आपको दिखाता हूँ. See this. Now if I put 3 3 3 3. Okay. Now look at this and then do the blend. So here you have just a one space. Here you have 2 spaces. Here you have 3 spaces, and here you have 4 spaces. Right. I think just for the.
Why?
Sorry.
Therefore, the last one space is more extra.
This one.
And hence for all the other, हाँ. 3 के पहले एक और आ जाती है last में. हाँ.
ये वाली ना.
जबकि हमने यहाँ नहीं दिए, array के अंदर नहीं दिए. वो ऐसा तो नहीं है सर, जैसा we are having some generally when we work along with numbers we are giving some specific size and then always we start writing the numbers from left hand side. जैसे नहीं बैंक वगैरह में भी we are
वैसे ही कर रहे हैं. Right. Means so here is the largest number is 4 digit, तो इसलिए सब 4 digit को assume करके वो कर रहा है.
हाँ, लेकिन फिर वो लास्ट में एक और क्यों ऐड कर देता है?
ये अगर एक सेकंड, अगर मैं सबको 1 डायमेंशनल पास करता हूँ, नहीं सब में इसमें भी कर रहा है. नहीं, ये तो एक डिफॉल्ट स्पेस तो रखता ही आफ्टर दिस, आफ्टर अ कॉमा. राइट. पर अगर इसको मैं 1 को 33 करूंगा तो सबको वो ज्यादा दे देगा उसमें स्पेस. हाँ, वैसा ही कर रहा है वो, डिजिट्स के हिसाब से एलोकेट कर रहा है. आई थिंक यू कैन नॉट, इसको नहीं कर सकते ये कंट्रोल. This is, so you can specify the D type also you want, if you want. Okay. So now this we have constructed a 1-dimensional array. So now this you can compare to with your vector in R. Okay. So this has to be homogeneous. Okay. Now we have a function called, so now we can use any of the methods available on n underscore array, which we have for numpy, right? So one is shape. So if you run it shape, it will show like this 3 comma, that's it. Means a 1-dimensional. So we have now, it's a 1-dimensional vector, that's why it's showing 3 comma dimension. Had it been a 2-dimensional, it would be 3 comma 1.
Three comma one. Why 3,1?
अगर इसको मैं ऐसे मैट्रिक्स बताता तो.
But matrix row and columns, no?
Sorry.
matrix should have row and column. So
Right.
3 rows
And
and
one column
1
ना.
column.
नहीं, so it's up to you, आप क्या देना चाह रहे हो उसको. अगर वेक्टर दोगे तो ऐसे ही दिखाएगा वो.
हाँ.
एक सेकंड में आपको दिखाता हूँ. इसको अगर मैं if I make it like this, so now it's 1,3.
3 column. 1 row, 3 column.
Now if you want 3,1, you can do that also. It should be like this. Okay, but now it's a matrix, so we should not. So I want to pass a 1D only, so I'm not doing this. I simply do 333 and 333. So now it's only a vector. Okay, now how do we index this? The same way we index any list. So since it's one dimensional, I just want one index to pass, right? So arrays n underscore array 0 1 2 will give you 333 and 333. Do this quickly.
स्क्रीन थोड़ा स्क्रॉल कीजिए ऊपर.
और ऊपर
हाँ बस.
हाँ जी.
डॉट के बाद मेरे यहाँ पे भी नहीं आ रहे फंक्शन ऑटोमेटिकली.
अब एज्यूर में कर रहे हो?
हाँ.
जस्ट थोड़ा सा टाइम लग सकता है कभी उसमें. टैब प्रेस करो. आ गया?
हाँ आ रहा है. टाइम लगता है उसको आने में.
वो हो सकता है. Yes. So now the shape is 3,1, right? Now we have seen this, so now you can index also an array and square bracket 0 1 and 2. Now since the lists are mutable, the end arrays will also be mutable. So now I am assigning the first element of an array as 888, and now if I print it, so the array gets updated. Yes, done. Akshay, Jitendra, Jasmeet.
Yes, Himanshu, done.
Okay. Okay, now let's see how to create a rank 2 NumPy array. So now it's a matrix. Okay. So it says a rank 2 ND array is one with 2 dimensions. Notice that the format below of. So we separate rows by square brackets again. So 2-dimensional arrays are great for representing matrices, which is often used in data science. Now see this. So now this is my first row, 11, 12, 13 and 21, 20, 23 is my second row. So now do this and look at the shape of it. So I have 2 rows and 3 columns. So now I have to access the 11. So 11 will be at the position 0, 0. At 0, 1 we will have this. So first row and second column will have 12. And 1, 0 will be second row and first column, that is 21. Do this now. Do this, I'll be back in a moment. Yes, done. Yes, Pranali, Akshay.
Yeah.
So using np.array, we can create any ND array, n-dimensional array. Okay. Now there are many ways of creating NumPy arrays. So it says here we create a NumPy, a number of different size arrays with different shapes and different pre-filled values. NumPy is a number of built-in methods which help us quickly and easily create multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, so let's import NumPy. So we have already done this. So now I want to create a 2 cross 2 array of zeros. Okay, so now just be careful here while doing it. Make sure you always use Shift tab. क्या हो गया इसको? It's taking a lot of time. Now I'll get it. Yes. So here I have to pass the shape. So we can pass it like a tuple. Okay. So now if I pass simply a tuple of 2 comma 2, I'll get a ex1 dot shape, a 2 cross 2 matrix. Now if we want to create a 2 cross 2 array filled with the value 9, so we have a function called np.full. Again, better is to always look at the help first, because each one can have a different syntax. See this. So I need to pass the shape and then the fill value. Okay, so the shape is 2 comma 2 and then the value is 9. So that's again a 2 cross 2 matrix with all the values as 9. Now I want to create an identity matrix, means I want all the diagonals as 1 and rest all as zeros, which is very common in if you're doing higher algebra and all, right? So I want to create a matrix which has all the diagonals as 1. So simply the function is np.eyei for identity matrix 2 comma 2 will give me a matrix like this. So all the diagonals are 1, that's the others are 0. Let's make it a bit bigger. See this. Okay. Now you can easily create an array of ones also. So now here I want 1 row and 2 columns. Done? Yes, Pranali, Akshay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if you see this, it's a two-dimensional matrix, not a one. It's a two columns, right, and a single row. But it's not a vector. So if I have to access each of the elements, I have to pass two index. So this will be 0, 0, and this will be 0, 1. I cannot pass a single index here. Now I want to create a random 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay. So now make sure you always look at the help of each and every function. So you can easily simply put np.random. That's dot random and a question mark. So return random float in the half open interval 0, 1. So return random values between 0 and 1, 0 inclusive, 1 not inclusive. So I have to just pass the size of the matrix. Right. And results are from the uniform distribution over the stated interval. Now rather than creating from 0 to 1, if I want to create from A to B, I can simply multiply by B minus 1 and plus A. So if you see here, this will generate values from 0 to 1. The minimum value is A, so it starts from A and goes up to A plus B minus 1 into random sample. So this maximum value will be close to 1. So now it will be A open interval B. Let's do this now. So np.random.random 2, 2. Oops, sorry. Let me comment this out. Now we might get different answers. So we have seed here also, seed set.seed. So here we have np, sorry, before this, np.random dot seed, and that's a 1. Now you will get same answers. So now I have set the seed now. Okay.
So you said that it creates a random number with equal interval.
Sorry.
Between that 0 and 1, we will have random numbers with equal intervals.
Right. Uniform distribution, yes.
High uniform distribution. For example 0.2, 0.4, 0.6 ऐसा.
हाँ देखो जैसे यहाँ पे बनाया किसने 0.4 बनाया है, 0.4 के आसपास है राइट, एक 0.7 के आसपास है, एक 0 के आसपास है ये, और ये 0.3 के आसपास है. तो अगर आप अगर 10 बिन बनाएंगे इसमें 0 to 0.1, 0.1 to 0.2 तो इक्वल फ्रीक्वेंसीज आएंगी.
0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 ऐसा.
Yes, exactly, yes. अगर चाहे तो आप यू कैन क्रिएट अ बिग.
और हम इंटरवल दे सकते हैं.
हाँ जी,
Can we give the interval?
इंटरवल यू कैन नॉट गिव हियर, दैट्स व्हाई मैं आपको बता रहा था. व्हाट यू कैन डू इज, अगर आपको यही फंक्शन यूज करना है, एक सेकेंड, ये हमेशा आपको 0 और 1 के बीच में देगा. आप ये यूज कर सकती हो अगर आपको इंटरवल यूज करना है तो. से फॉर एग्जांपल आपको 2 से 3 के बीच में क्रिएट करना है राइट.
हाँ वो तो समझ में आ गया सर, दैट आई गॉट इट.
हाँ
बट नाउ मुझे 0 से 1 के बीच में चाहिए. आई वांट इट between 0 and 1 only. But
हाँ
I want specifically 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. This like.
नहीं, फिर इसको रैंडम क्यों बोल रही हो आप?
अच्छा.
इट्स नॉट रैंडम राइट, वो तो आपको सीक्वेंस हो गया एक फिक्स, है ना.
Why they use 2 times as random dot random?
No, that's the method basically. So if you see here, I have np, then there is a method within that, that's called random. Sorry. And then within that I have lot of functions. So see this.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Himanshu sir.
Yes.
What is the role of seed here?
Okay, seed is like, just a second. Jitin, just give me a moment. So Akshay, so within np.random, then we have so many functions that we want to use. So I want to generate random numbers here, right? So we want यहाँ से select कर रहा हूँ मैं. If I want random integers, I can use that random.random integers. So look at this. So it wants a low and high value and the size. Okay, so just 0 to 10. And that's the size is 3,4. See this. So there's a deprecation warning that this, rather than using this, call randint. Okay, that's okay. Yes, Jitendra. So Jitendra, here I am creating a random number, right?
Yes.
So now if you, I'll just show you this. So if I print it, I'll get different numbers each time.
Okay.
Right, and I will get a different number, you will get a different number, right? If you want to make sure that our results are reproducible and everybody is getting the same thing, I can set a seed over here. Okay, so you see like, so whenever a programming language starts generating a number, it starts from a seed.
Yeah.
If we fix that, we get same random numbers.
Okay, again and again generate same number, right?
Exactly. So if I run the code twice, it won't give me two different numbers. Otherwise, आगे का पूरा code का output change हो जाएगा, right?
Okay, right.
So that's why we use a fix a seed here.
Correct.
Sorry, Akshay, you're not audible. No, still not audible. Hello.
Yeah, still I'm not audible.
Your mic is not clear. Just put it close to your mouth. No. So then if you can see this in np.random method, there are so many other functions that you can use. So if you want to create a normal distribution, you can do that. If you want to create a integers, you can do that. Okay. Yep. Now let's move ahead to indexing now.
The integers, that is not an open interval for between 0 to 10. So it should be 0 to 9 only, na?
नहीं, depends on the function. आप ये कह रहे हो कि इसमें 10 इंक्लूड नहीं होना चाहिए, ऐसा बोल रहे हो क्या?
Yes.
वो आपका सब सिंपली मतलब इसमें ऐसा कुछ फिक्स नहीं है, बेटर आप उसकी हेल्प चेक कर लो बस. ओके, लो एंड हाई, सो इंक्लूसिव है दोनों ही. देखो, returns random integers of type np.int from the discrete uniform distribution the closed interval low and high. Okay, so
हर फंक्शन के लिए इंटरवल
हाँ सबके लिए अलग है, इसलिए इसमें थोड़ी इनकंसिस्टेंसी है, तो बेटर ये है कि आप उसकी हेल्प जरूर चेक कर लें. ओके, अब आइडली इसमें भी it should have asked for interval also, right? काफी इजी हो जाता है हमारे लिए, है ना, बट इसमें नहीं है तो हमें इंटरवल वैसे करना पड़ रहा है. नहीं तो आई थिंक इंटरवल के लिए भी एक फंक्शन है शायद से.
इंटरवल के लिए तो आपने बताया ना सर, रैंडम में भी.
नहीं बताया मैंने, बट मैं कह रहा हूँ उसका डायरेक्टली फंक्शन भी बना हुआ है शायद एक. वो
And
ये rand n is for normal distribution, ये हो सकता है शायद. एक सेकेंड, इसको पहले तो वैसे ही रन देता हूँ मैं. ये किसकी हेल्प दे रहा है, इसी की दे रहा है क्या? नो, लेट मी हैश दिस. यस,
जीरो वन के बीच में.
ये भी 0 1 के बीच में देगा. हाँ, वैसे ही करना पड़ेगा आपको. ठीक है. So we have all this different types of functions in this np.random. Okay, now let's start with array indexing. Okay, now so let's create a two-dimensional array with these values 11 to 14, 21 to 24 and 31 to 34. Please mute. Jitendra, please mute. Thank you. Yes, so I created a two-dimensional array. Make sure you get in a habit of checking the shape of it. Just more clear. It's 3 cross 4. You can see 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, now let's see how we can slice it to get a sub array considering of the first 2 rows and 2 columns, let's say. Now if I put column 2 and I put 1 column 3, so again here the last number is not included. So column 2 means till 2, 0 and 1, 2 not included. 1 column 3 means 1 and 2. Means now I want, let me show you like this. So now I want 0 1 means the first 2 rows, this and this, and 1 column 2, second and third column. So these values 12, 13, 22 and 23. And now I've saved it into a underscore slice. Okay, now just remember one thing here. Now if I do this, a अंडरस्कोर स्लाइस जो मैंने बनाया उसके फर्स्ट एलिमेंट को मैंने 1000 असाइन कर दिया. I mean, in place of 12, I am assigning 1000. So just remember this. So this is not a copy. It's just a view of it. So by making it 1000, it will change the initial array also. So that's why here what I'm doing, I'm printing an array before and I'm printing an array after also. अभी एरर क्यों अच्छा मैंने इसको एग्जीक्यूट नहीं किया है क्या? Yes, see this. So if I just create a slice of it, it is just a view of window of it. You can say that. वो आपको इसको अलग से हाईलाइट करके दिखा रहा है बस. So it's the same. It's pointing to the same memory location only. A underscore slice.
So please repeat this slide.
Okay. Yes.
I have. So you mentioned that this is a slice, and just in case the other way around, we want to actually refer it to the main array. How we can do it? Please let us know that as well.
Means I'm referring to the main array only, na?
But आप कह रहे हो कि okay, I got you. So my question is the other way around now.
If you don't want to change it,
Yes.
so you can create a copy of it. I will tell you that. Just give me a moment. The next command is that only. Okay. So what I'm doing here, Pradali, is I want to slice this matrix, right, to get an subarray. So say for example, if you look at this code, yes, this one. Okay. So I created an array. Now I want these elements: column 2, 1, column 3, like we slice normally. So column 2 means starting from 0 up to 2, not including 2. 0 and 1 element in the rows, and 1 to 3. So 1 and 2 in the columns. So I want 0, 1 rows and 1, 2 columns. So now come over here. So 0, 1 rows means this row and this row, right? And 1, 2 columns. So this is 0 column, this is 1, and this is 2 column. So I want this 4 values. So when I print this, I get these 4 values. ये clear है?
हाँ,
Okay. Now what I want to do is, like, I want to change this 12 to 100,000, let's say. A underscore slice का जो 0, 0 element है, I want to change into 2000.
Okay.
Okay, so what I have done, I simply assign it as 1000, right? See this. So A underscore slice 0, 0 is 1000. Now what I'm telling you is, like, when you change this sub array, so it will also modify the base array. Means this is not a slice or it's not a copy of the array, it's just a view of that, you can say. Means मैं सिर्फ इसको zoom करके देख रहा हूँ, ऐसे समझ लो आप. Right?
Okay.
So if I make it 1000, the initial array is also changed.
Okay.
So that's why what I have done here is I have printed my array 0, 1 element, means which was 0, 1 कौन सा होगा? ये वाला, right? 0 throw 1 column 12. And then again same 0, 1 बाद में print किया. So earlier it was 12, now it is 1000. Okay. So means if I also print my complete array now, so it will be like this. Oops, वो फिर से रन हो गया इसलिए ऐसा हो रहा है. एक सेकेंड. ये हुआ. अब देखो, ये 1000 हो चुका है आपका, right? So basically, so that sub array जो है, is pointing to the main array only. It's not a copy of it, right?
Even though we have assigned it into a separate variable, then also
Exactly.
it is not going to.
Exactly. It's not creating a new array. It's just pointing to that only. Okay. But if you want to create a copy, you can do that also with this copy method, which will work on the array.
Okay.
So now if you change it, nothing is going to happen. तो 1000 था इसलिए 1000 हो गया, मुझे फिर से रन करना पड़ेगा उसको. ठीक है, ये आया. अब मैंने इसका कॉपी बनाया. So now it won't change. Now do one question here. एक second. So earlier it was like this, right? Now suppose I want to see the first. I want 11, 21, 13 and 23. Try this. So create a slice which has 11, 31, 13 and 33. 11, 31, 13 and 33. ट्राई करो इसको एक बार.
Himanshu, while
Yes.
others are trying, मेरा बहुत basic question है.
बोलो.
Actually, I'm playing with the Azure notebooks. So this is the console I'm using for the first time. And I have reached somewhere at hub.mybinder.org. Exact page जहाँ आप वो data science Python world movers, I'm not there.
No, see, this is my library, so you won't be here.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to, in your account, you will be in your own library. So यहाँ पे आपका नाम
Yeah,
रहेगा,
I
आपकी
have
library
reached
का
the
नाम, right?
homepage.
So
Okay.
you should be
Okay.
like, so you should be in, like this. आपका एक account का नाम होगा, libraries होगा, उसके अंदर library होगी. So you should
Okay.
be at,
And उधर मैं अपनी workspace में ये import
you
कर
can
सकता हूँ
create a,
starting
yes,
से.
you can create a new file, right?
Okay. I was able to see some default like welcome python.py nb and all. Shared spaces here, I think.
Okay.
But I got your point.
Okay. तो दो यार मैंने दो खोल दी गया.
Himanshu sir,
Yes.
please repeat question again.
ये मेरा n array है, right?
Okay.
I wanted to create a sub array called a underscore slice, which has values, which is a 2 cross 2 matrix with values 11, 31 and 12 and 32.
11, 31.
12 and 32.
21 नहीं चाहिए.
नहीं.
ओके, तो 1 by 1 पिक करना पड़ेगा इसमें, तो ऐसे तो हम पिक कर नहीं सकते.
ट्राई करो एक बार.
Okay, 11, 31, and 32.
11, 31, and 13 and 33.
13, 33. हाँ ऐसे ही लिखना पड़ेगा, एक एक के इंडेक्स देनी पड़ेगी।
ऐसे देना पड़ेगा आपको।
नहीं होता इससे, मैंने ऐसे ही किया है।
क्या आ रहा है इससे? 11 and
11 और
33.
33 आ रहा है।
ओके, सॉरी, इससे आपकी 2 रोज आ रही है, राइट? आप कर सकते हैं।
अब कोलॉन 0,2।
आई थिंक आ गया। Yes, so this is one way of doing it. Has to be like this only. Not required 2 by 2 ही होगी। ठीक है, तो पहले हमने रोज को कर लिया, उसके बाद हमने कॉलम्स को कर लिया यूजिंग अ second bracket. So it's a bit tedious here. It's not very straightforward. Okay, now let's move ahead. So जो चीज यहाँ करी वही हम आगे जाके करने वाले हैं. It says we can use both integer indexing and slice indexing. We can use combinations of integer indexing and slice indexing to create different shaped matrices. So I want to create so first of all create a rank 2 array of shape 3, 4. So it's a 2-dimensional array with this is 3 rows and 4 columns and again same values जो हमने पहले create किया था. Now I want to, it says using both integer indexing and slicing generates an array of lower rank. So now if I do an array 1, colon, what will I get? I will get my second row, right?
Second row all column.
Sorry?
Second row all column.
Second row all the column. Now the important thing here is it will have a different shape. It's a 1-dimensional array now, not a 2-dimensional one. तो जब एक नंबर लोगे एक ऐसे करोगे, एक इंडेक्सिंग करोगे एक स्लाइसिंग करोगे, so you'll get a lower one. Okay, if I do like this, see this, now it's 2D. तो ये ध्यान रखना. Yes, done. So if I use one integer and one slice, I'll get a lower dimensional rank. But same thing I can do like this also, right? 1 colon 2. But this time I will get a same rank output. Okay, so just be careful. So it says slicing. If I use slicing alone, it generates an array of the same rank as in the n underscore array. So if I do it like this, the shape will be maintained. So note, it says notice the brackets over here. So here it's only one bracket. So it says vector. But here there are two brackets. So it's one row. This is one row with 4 columns. Telling you that, okay, this is a 2D matrix. Now we can do the same thing for columns also of an array. Okay. Now call rank 1 will be an array. So if one is the slicing, one is the integer. So it will be a rank 1. Otherwise it will be a rank 2. So you can see the difference. So now you can see that that's why it's printed like this. I have 3 rows and 1 column. But this is just a one-dimensional vector. Yes, done. Jitendra. प्रणाली हो गया ये?
हाँ.
Okay. Now let's see this. Now we have array indexing for changing elements. Okay. So sometimes useful to use an array of indexes to access or change elements. Okay. So first of all, create a new array, again the same array. This time it's a 3 cross 4. Sorry, 4 cross 3. 4 rows and 3 columns. Yes, done. Now after creating it, let's create a array of indices. Now create a column underscore indices, that is 0, 1, 2 and 0. Okay. And now I'm creating a row indices, that is np dot. Now suppose I have to create like we have range function in core Python. Here we have np dot a range, means array range. So I put it as 4, it will create a list, one day list of 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now I want to pick these columns 0, 1, 2, 0 and 0, 1, 2, 3 rows I want to pick.
What does np.arrange for pick?
Now it will be is create an array of value 0, 1, 2, 3. जैसे रेंज होता था ना अक्षय हमारा,
हाँ 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 अच्छा अच्छा
वैसे
ओके
रेंज numpy में ये रेंज है, वो array range है. So it will create
ओके
this 0, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Yes.
So call indexes is a new array generating here.
Yes.
np dot array 0 1.
Yes. So this is the base. So I'm calling it column indices because I'm going to use it later on this array.
Okay.
Okay.
After that
Yeah,
we will
creating
implement.
rows. So then I'm creating row indices, means index of these rows. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3.
Himanshu,
Yes.
I'm getting the error which I shared.
Mm-hmm.
Am I getting this because of the version?
No,
No.
you're passing a tuple instead of a
Okay,
list.
I'm able to do it. Yeah,
Yeah. So just
I
change.
made it a list.
Okay.
I've missed a comma.
Okay. Okay. Now just look carefully over here. Now what I'm trying to do is like I want to examine the pairings of row indices and column indices. These are the elements we'll change next. So now what I want to do, I want to change 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2 and 0, 3. 3, 0, sorry.
0 3 नहीं
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 3, 0 रोज इंडेक्स से कर रहा हूँ, है ना.
नहीं
तो 0, 0 मीन्स कौन सा 11, right?
22
Then 33
33
and then
और 30
40. Sorry,
30 हाँ 41
41, right? ठीक है. So if you want to print them, so I can use a zip on this. ये हमने last class में देखा था, zip करके I can create 2 iterators now. So row will move on row indices, column will move on column indices, and I can print now row and column like this. Okay. So this is only for printing. It's of no use for us. If you want to do, you can do it. Okay. Just to show you which elements I'm actually going to change.
ये sir is it like zip function with two for loops, one with I and one with j?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Now if I run this row indices and column indices, so what it will do? It will take each and these values for it. What's the error here? अच्छा मैं इसको रन नहीं किया शायद मैंने, सॉरी। ये तो रन किया, ये रन नहीं किया। यस। So now what we can do is, now suppose I want to change these values by a value of 1 lakh. So I can simply assign this is equal to this plus 10, 1 lakh. And now if you print this, you will get this.
I'm getting errors here. Out of bounds.
आपने चेंज किया था इसको, पहले अपन 3x4 नहीं बना रहे थे, अपन 4x3 बना रहे थे।
वो तो रन किया।
किया है, ये भी रन किया है।
हाँ।
इसकी जरूरत नहीं है खैर।
किया है।
रो इंडिसेस बना दिए।
हाँ।
ये रो
हाँ,
इंडिसेस
row
और
indices
कॉलम बना
चाहिए।
दिए, ठीक है।
हाँ।
फिर आपने इनको वो कर दिया, ये ट्राई
प्रिंट भी करके देख लिया।
प्रिंट करके देख लिया।
हाँ।
ओके। फिर आपने इसको ये साइन करके देखा, किस पे एरर आ रहा है आपका?
ये प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट पे 104 आपके स्क्रीन में।
104 में इस पे एरर आ रहा है।
हाँ।
आपके एन एरे का शेप बताओ एक बार।
एन एरे का शेप है वन फोर थ्री। ये क्या बन गया? ये 3 डायमेंशनल एरे बन गया।
हाँ
हे भगवान, तो दिख तो पूरी दिख रहा है। इसमें 2 स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट है इसलिए। ओके 1 मिनट।
एक लेयर है इसलिए अभी वन दिखेगा, वैसे एक ब्रैकेट ज्यादा दिखेगा आपको एक।
हाँ हाँ।
तो आपके 3 स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट्स ओपन होंगे, 3 क्लोज होंगे, देखो।
हाँ
है ना?
हाँ जी।
तो इसलिए गलत आ रहा है आपका, है ना?
हाँ। बाप रे, ये तो फिर बहुत ही कंफ्यूजिंग है।
हाँ थोड़ा। अभी हम एक केस स्टडी करेंगे, पूरा 3 डायमेंशनल पे करेंगे, तो आपको प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगी उसकी। Done? Jitendra, Jasmeet?
हाँ जी हिमांशु.
ओके. यस प्रणाली, यहाँ तक हो गया?
हाँ सर, एक मिनट थोड़ा रुक जाइए.
ठीक है, कर लो. आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग ब्रेक फॉर 10 minutes नाउ. We'll resume by 6:20. And then we'll start with Boolean indexing. Okay?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, shall we start?
Hi, Himanshu.
Okay. So now so far we have seen like how to create ND arrays, right? And do some small manipulation of them as well as indexing on them, right? Right. So here what we have done in the last example was we have created a two arrays, one of row indices, one of column indices, and then we have subsetted our array with that. Okay. And then we have particularly changed those values like this. Okay. So there's the benefit of creating this row list and column indices. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Now let's see what is Boolean indexing now. Okay, so again we will create an 3 cross 2 array now, 11, 20, 11, 12, 21, 22 and 31, 32. So we have 3 rows and 2 columns here. Do this quickly. Done. Now you can create a filter, so which is simply I'm creating an array over here. So what I'm doing is I'm subsetting this. So I create a condition n array greater than 15, right? So now for it will convert an array to a Boolean array called filter, which has these values. So false for all the values greater than 15 we have true, rest are false. Okay. So now it says note the filter is the same size ND array as an underscore array, which is filled with true for each element whose corresponding element in an array is greater than 15 and so on. Now I can simply subset my n array with filter. So what will I get? I will get only those values which are more than 15. Okay. Do this quickly. Let me know once you're done till this 109.
You're done.
So, sir, here filter is not a filter function, no?
नहीं, it's just the name of
ये एक simple एक variable with some condition.
right.
Okay. So it's again it will print it returns an array only.
Which one? Yes, same shape. It's a boolean array with same shape. Yes, with true and false. Filter की बात कर रहे हो ना आप?
हाँ.
Yes, but now once I see, now it's working like we have row indices and column indices ना, वैसे ही काम करेगा. So it will return all these values. Now the shape will be lost once I subset it. क्योंकि false वाली तो हट जाएंगी, सिर्फ true वाली बचेंगी. उसको ऐसे वो एक रो बना के देगा आपको.
हाँ, one dimensional array का.
One dimensional array बनेगा, right?
तो ये ऐसा filter वाले केस में क्यों नहीं हो रहा है 107 में?
Sorry.
Means why it is not giving the same one dimensional array for 107 line and array greater than 15 wala?
Because here I'm not subsetting.
Okay, so only it will take automatically take the shape.
Right, it will retain the shape. So इसको basically it's a thing called, आगे जाके पढ़ेंगे, broadcasting हो रही है यहाँ पे. So an array is a 3x2 matrix, right? But 15 is a scalar. So how can we compare a 3x2 with a scalar? So it will be broadcasted. So वो सबको 15 को 3x2 मैट्रिक्स बना देगा, फिर उससे कंपेयर करेगा सबको, each and every element को.
15 को अच्छा मतलब
रिपीट कर देगा 15 को, 15 15 15
15 का. ओके.
हाँ, राइट. फिर कंपेयर करेगा उसको.
जनरली वी आर डूइंग इट इन फॉर लूप. फॉर अब आके इंडेक्सेस से आगे जाके हम ये कंडीशन चेक करते हैं, तो यहाँ पे वो ऑटोमेटिकली कर देगा.
हाँ, मतलब अब जैसे हमारा तो सब हम एरेज में काम करते हैं, इट्स ऑल वेक्टराइज्ड, राइट? So you don't use a for loop.
Okay.
Right. So everything, any function that we apply on a NumPy array, it will work on each and every element.
Okay.
Right. So now I am comparing it with the scalar. So वो scalar repeat होके सबसे compare होगा.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So इसको this we call as broadcasting.
Broadcasting. अच्छा.
Okay, आगे जाके पढ़ेंगे हम इसको, है ना?
Okay.
Yes. Quickly now. Okay. So अब ये हो गया हमारा filter. Now I can use two conditions also rather than one. So an array, all the values more than 20 and less than 30, let's filter them. एक चीज ध्यान रखना, मैं बता देता हूँ. एक मिनट ये देखना, why is not this value changing now? कुछ गलती कर रहे हैं क्या? So I've not created a copy of it, right? So I've just subsetted it. And now if I assign the first value to be 100, it should be 100 here also, right?
You have assigned it to only for a slice, right? Not
Right, but
for an array.
we have seen that it's not a copy, it's a view, right? Just a second. ID of a underscore
Okay.
slice is give me this location, comma ID of an underscore array. लोकेशन डिफरेंट है इसकी, इस केस में
I think we have created the array after we took the slice. तो वो overwrite हो गया.
नहीं समझा, कम अगेन.
So we created an array, we made a slice out of it. After that, we created that array again with the same name. तो उसके बाद उसका slice नहीं लिया हमने.
नहीं, सी एन array is now my array, right? उसको हमने सबसेट कर दिया इससे to get a underscore slice, right? So now if I print a underscore slice,
Okay. So ideally be showing this.
I'm getting 21 and 22, right? So जैसे यहाँ पे हो रहा था हमारा, जब हमने वन इसको चेंज किया था, same thing could have been done here also. इसको चेंज होना चाहिए था यहाँ पे. Yes, it's working here. Why not? यहाँ पे वही हो रहा है. ये वो चेक करना. I think I'm doing some mistake. Just check on your code.
At my end, it is first creating a slice to 21, 22. Then we are assigning 0 to 122. But when we are creating array, it is again giving me 1, 1, 12, 21, 22, 31. So 100 is not reflecting there in the original array.
Right. But now if you see this, okay. So let's see this. This अगर ये नहीं हो रहा हमारा, but see this now. Look at this code. I have subsetted my n array with all the values which are even, and then I have added 100 with them. But this time I have not saved it anywhere. I think that's the reason. Let me just check the ID, initial ID जब हमने पहले बार बनाया था उसका. Just a second. That's my n array that I have declared. That's my slice. Yes, here also it's different only. But still it is creating a, it has replaced the value. Yes, here. So यहाँ तक तो ठीक चल रहा है, but in this case, in the case of Boolean indexing, let me just say that. So we index it with this, right? Now it's not changing. Whereas my n array declared here, this was my n array. Just keep on adding it. Two one two 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 three two, right? Now what if I do is so size plus equal 100. No, now it's not changing. So when we are doing Boolean masking, then it's not actually changing it. Means it is creating a copy of it. तो ये थोड़ा सा confusing है. Just give me, let me just quickly search this. That's a different thing. Boolean indexing, okay. Just give me a moment. Yes. So I have to check that वो copy ही create कर रहा है उसका. So if I do it like this, then it will change. But if I save it, it's actually creating a copy of it. Okay. So ये थोड़ा ध्यान रखना.
So that means when we are doing logical operations with conditions check करेंगे, so it will not create a copy.
It will create a copy.
It will create a copy. And when we are doing indexing through integer numbers, integer indices, then it will not create a copy.
Right. It will just show you a window only. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now let's quickly see some data types and array operations. Okay. So let's create an ex1 array which has two values 11 and 12. And then you can simply print the d type. So it's int 64. So it can take really large value of integers from starting from going up to 2 raised to the power 64. Okay. And now in this case, if I put 11.0.2, it will automatically put it as float 64. Now if I don't want this, I want 32. So here I have to use np.int32. Do this quickly.
So this d type is data type, na? So we
Yes.
have the typecasting.
Sorry.
We are doing typecasting, means we are converting int 64 from int means what we are doing here exactly.
Yeah. So basically now, so if I don't pass any d type, it assigns it automatically.
Okay.
So it's a 64-bit integer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now if I don't want to do that, I want to create a 32-bit, I can do that also. Okay. Now yes, yeah, this is typecasting. Now I can convert a float to an integer also,
Okay.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now do up to 56. Just give me a moment. Yes. So now I have typecasted it into integers now. Okay. Now the major problem will arise like here. Suppose I create an array which has integer values. So it will create a D type for it, right? So now if I want to modify it and it might take a float later on, I should be defining it as float initially only. So like this, or maybe just putting in point like this, 11 point and 21 point. So this will also make it as float, or simply if I mark 1121, I have to pass D type as np.float. Otherwise आगे जाके आपको दिक्कत हो जाएगा. Yes, done. Yes, Pranali, Jasmeet, Akshay, Jitendra, done.
Yeah, Himanshu.
Yeah, done, sir.
Okay. So now this you can use for making sure that you are assigning the proper data type to the NumPy array.
What happens if you use string and all? It doesn't take long.
Sorry.
You cannot use string and all, right? Only float integer data types you can use, not other data types.
Yes, you cannot use other data types. I will just show you. Yes, that's the only thing possible. Yes, I'm not sure about string because I've never used string on a NumPy because mostly for metrics only. Let me just try it once. I think it will throw up an array error. array A. No, it's creating, yes. You can use. Oh, that's the data type for it.
So one more thing I want to ask, in when we have seen R programming, we have seen that true is having one value and false is having zero. So whenever we were doing subsetting and all that, so automatically we are doing it as integer, so true will get converted into one and false will get converted into zero. So
Right.
if I created a boolean array here with a true, false, false, true, true, and if I typecast it with int, so will it give me 1010
Yes.
here also?
Yes.
Can we do it now? Just
Yes, you
2
can.
minutes.
हाँ कर सकते हो, ट्राई कर लो. आपका कहाँ था वो? फिल्टर बनाया था ना हमने.
हाँ फिल्टर बनाया, बट हम एक नया array करेक्ट कर लेते ना, तो ट्रू ट्रू फॉल्स
ठीक
फॉल्स
है,
करके,
वो बना देता हूँ मैं, एक सेकेंड.
या वैसा देखना इस फिल्टर वाले करें तो पता चला वो वहाँ की कर रहा है और यहाँ करा रहा है.
ट्रू फॉल्स ट्रू, राइट. ये मैंने एक bool करके बना दिया. Okay, let's I print bool also. Okay, now so we have all these functions now. So as type np dot int 32. इसमें क्या वैल्यूज लेता है? एक सेकेंड. डी टाइप ही लेता है तो. टाइप कास्टिंग करनी तो चाहिए इसको.
D type is equal to np dot int 32 नहीं होगा क्या?
डी टाइप वैसे एक बार वो कर लेते हैं ट्राई. नहीं, डी टाइप नहीं डिफाइन. np डॉट डी टाइप होता है क्या?
नहीं, ऊपर सेकंड लाइन पे d12 तो int 32 के पास.
हाँ सर हो रहा है, 1001 आ रहा है.
किस फंक्शन से किया?
अपन ने यही बता, आपने अभी जैसे सिखाया कि हमने फर्स्ट वी हैव क्रिएटेड एन array true false, okay. So I printed it and then same array comma t type equals to np int 64. So and I printed both. So first it will print true false and then it is printed 1010.
अब यहाँ पे कर रहे हो? अच्छा, वैसे कन्वर्ट करना है तो वो ट्राई कर रहा हूँ मैं. एक सेकेंड. इंट लाइक दिस, राइट?
वो कोर्स में जो डाला आपने
So bool dot d type is equal to np dot int 64.
एक सेकेंड. ये हो गया ऐसे. अच्छा सॉरी, वो ब्रैकेट्स में डालना था. ओके, क्या बोल रहे हैं आप? एक सेकेंड. यहाँ पे अगर मैं int 34 नहीं डालता तो इससे भी हो जाना चाहिए शायद.
Bool dot d type sir.
एक सेकेंड, उससे हो रहा है क्या? एक सेकेंड, इससे ट्राई कर लूँ मैं एक बार. नहीं, इससे नहीं हो रहा है. np डॉट
नहीं सर,
bool
dot d type equal to np dot int 32.
अब उसका साइन कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे. ओके, इसको कमेंट कर देता हूँ. बोल करते हैं. इसको 64 कर देते हैं तो When changing to a larger D type, its size must be a divisor of the total size in bytes of the last axis of the array. इसका कुछ और नाम देखते हैं. var is this. एक मैंने var बनाया यहाँ पे. D type है इसका boolean, right? Can I assign this? नहीं, ऐसे तो नहीं हो रहा है ये.
ये डी टाइप डॉट नाम क्या है सर?
एस टाइप
नाम इसके साथ भी बहुत सारे फंक्शंस हैं डी टाइप के अंदर भी.
एक सेकंड, इससे हो या टाइप कोड डी टाइप टू इससे होना चाहिए. इससे क्यों नहीं हो रहा वो? हाँ, डी टाइप is equal to np dot int64 var. हाँ, नहीं हो रहा है तो. इसकी कोई हेल्प देखना. एक सेकंड, इसकी एस टाइप की.
होता है फॉर्मेट है सर डी टाइप ऑर्डर के कास्टिंग अनसेट सब ओके ट्रू एंड कॉपी समथिंग. हाँ, ये
of the array cast to a specified type.
ये इसका फुल विंडो करने के लिए क्या मैनेज करना था सर?
हाँ जी,
ये डॉक स्ट्रिंग जो आया है ये पूरा और
फिर से दबा दो एक बार. शिफ्ट फिर से दबा दीजिए.
ओके.
इसको सिर्फ इंट करके देखो एक बार, हो जाता है क्या? var is type int and then var. नहीं, इससे भी कास्ट नहीं हो रहा वो. नहीं, ऐसे तो ठीक है, बट एक सेकंड, इसमें होना चाहिए इसका नेक्स्ट प्रीवियस. सर्च दिख रहा है कि इसमें कहीं इंडेक्स. एस टाइप से इसने एक्स में, ये तो एक्स का तो इसका तो हो रहा है अगर इंट कर रहा हूँ तो, बट बूल से नहीं हो रहा है वो. डिफॉल्ट अनसेफ ही है इसमें तो यार. एक सेकेंड. ये तो अगर कुछ ऐड करोगी वो तो हो जाएगा। इन्होंने क्या किया, इन्होंने कोई उस पर एक ऑपरेशन कर दिया तो हो गया। जैसे 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा। या so ये आपका y है, इसने 1 क्रॉस y किया तो y इज दैट। बट इसका एस टाइप से भी हो रहा है, हमारा एस टाइप से नहीं हो रहा है। ये चेक करना आपका एस टाइप से हो रहा है क्या।
हिमांशु, आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग, ये क्या वर्जन इशू की वजह से भी हो सकता है कि इट कुड बी डिफरेंट वर्जन ऑफ पाइथन।
विच वन कंपेयरिंग विद वेयर, कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है।
या लाइक, हाँ जी,
As
लाइक
type
डिफरेंट
means क्या
बिहेवियर हमें
है?
देख रहा है।
अब हो गया।
अब हो गया है। अच्छा
अभी
उसकी
पर
कॉपी, अरे उसकी
जरूरी
कॉपी
है।
नहीं, उसकी कॉपी क्रिएट कर रहा है वो, सॉरी, इट्स क्रिएटिंग अ कॉपी ऑफ इट। यस।
ओके, तो डिफॉल्ट उतना
तो
टाइम
डिफॉल्ट उसमें, हाँ, अगर आपको कॉपी नहीं करना तो कॉपी को फॉल्स करना पड़ेगा। सॉरी, अब हो जाएगा। अब
हाँ
इसको
जी, अब
अब
हो
ऐसे
गया।
करो और अब वार करो तो हो जाएगा आपका। फिर नहीं हुआ, क्या हो गया इसको।
डन सर, चेक करो सर ये ऐसे।
हाँ जी,
हेलो,
बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है।
ये डन इस तरह से करना है सर। एयर इज इक्वल टू एयर डॉट एज टाइप।
नहीं वो तो हो रहा है, वो तो अभी किया। देखो अगर मैं तो कॉपी क्रिएट करा, अगर कॉपी नहीं क्रिएट करेगा तो इट शुड अपडेट दिस ओनली, राइट।
कॉपी
अगर
करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है,
नहीं नहीं
डायरेक्ट हो गया।
देखो, कॉपी आपका ट्रू है, राइट, डिफॉल्ट ये होता है। तो इसको अगर मैं ए में सेव कर दूंगा, राइट, तो आप ए प्रिंट करोगे तो हो जाएगा आपका, है ना। ये डिफॉल्ट है आपका। नो बट आई वांट, मैं ये कह रहा था कि वार, मुझे वार में ही रखना है इसको, तो वो कर रहा था मैं ट्राई। So either you assign it to VR again, that's one way, or simply you should have, एक सेकेंड, और क्या क्या आर्ग्यूमेंट है इसमें।
सिर्फ इन पास करना है, डेटा टाइप पास करना
I want to copy it as false. ये ट्राई करो एक बार, इससे क्या होता है। एक बार अगर ऐसे करते हैं तो, ऐसे ना करके
आगे आ रहा है।
वैसे ही आ रहा है ना।
है।
तो इसको मैंने गैरे बनाया, ठीक है, इसको नहीं हो रहा, ठीक है। अगर मैं इसको ए करके करता हूँ तो हो जाएगा, राइट। सो इफ यू हैव टू सेव इट इन डिफरेंट, सो कॉपी क्रिएट कर रहा है बेसिकली, तो कॉपी ए आपका सेव हो जाएगा वैसे, एस टाइप से हो जाता है। ये np डॉट इंट भी लेगा क्या। यस, okay. Now let's move ahead, and now we have arithmetic array operations. Okay, now let's quickly create two different uh, arrays, both of the shape 2 cross 2 only. एक मैंने इंटीजर दिया, एक को मैंने फ्लोट दिया। Done? Yes, Pradali. So now if you add that, so it will automatically convert into typecast into float, right? Now either you can use simply x plus y, or you can use np.add also. So now we'll be using all the methods of this np only. क्या हो गया? X is not defined, sorry. Yes. Now you can use np.subtract here also to subtract x and y. And then we have np.multiply or x cross star, both one and the same thing. And then we have the divide also. So this is all element wise. Okay. So now we know np.add, np.subtract, then square, then we have divide, then we have square root also. np.square root. So there is no direct square root function in Python. Either you have to use np. If you want to do an array, you have to use np only.
एक्चुअल मल्टीप्लिकेशन वाला जो रहता है मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन, उसके लिए कौन सा फंक्शन है?
मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन करना है np.matmul.
मैथमल, ओके.
हाँ, उससे हो जाएगा, या फिर आपको उससे भी हो जाएगा np डॉट से. एक सेकंड में चेक कर लेता हूँ. ये मैटमल है ना. ओके. np डॉट से भी आपका वही होगा. इससे आपका लगाएगा. ठीक है. मैट्रिक्स प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू अरेज. डॉट प्रोडक्ट भी उसी का, मतलब डॉट प्रोडक्ट भी वैसे तो अलग चीज होती है, बट if you have two matrix, it will be the same thing. If both A and B are 2D arrays, it's matrix multiplication only. So you can use at the rate also, या फिर matmul, वो ज़्यादा preferred है as compared to np dot dot. So ये ना यूज करके आप सीधा ऐसे भी कर सकते हो, x at the rate y.
ये मैट्रिक मल्टीप्लिकेशन का शॉर्टकट है.
Yes. or you have np.matmul that you can also use. Okay. Now let's see some statistical methods. Okay. So now we have basic statistical operations, right? So now quickly create a, now what I'm doing, I'm creating a random normal distribution of size 2,5. We are generating random numbers between 0 and 1 of size 2 rows and 5 columns. I've just scaled it up by 10. Otherwise the value will be very small. एक second. How comes more than, yes it can, yes. Sorry, एक चीज गलत बोल दी. इसका mean 0 and the standard deviation is 1. No, it's not between 0 and 1. The mean is 0 and the standard deviation is 1. It's a random normal distribution. Again, you can get different values, so make sure you can also set the seed here.
Where does the standard deviation and all came from? Like,
ये जो ये use कर रहा हूँ ना. So
random
this
dot
is rand. It's a random number with a normal distribution. इसकी help देख के समझ में आएगा वो. Random dot rand. See this. Return a sample from the standard normal distribution. Standard normal distribution क्या होता है? Mean 0 and a standard deviation 1. वो आगे लिखा है. If positive, random generates an array of shape this filled with random float sample from a univariate normal or Gaussian distribution of mean 0 and variance 1. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
What does mean of mean 0?
Sorry, come again.
What is meaning of mean 0?
आपका स्टैट्स हो गया ना आपका?
हाँ हो गया सर.
अच्छा अच्छा. मीन 0 मीन्स आपका जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का,
हाँ जी.
जहां से अभी रैंडम नंबर पिक कर रहे हो उसका मीन 0 है.
एवरेज.
तो जो ऑल एलिमेंट्स हैं इनका मीन 0 है क्या?
इनका 0 नहीं होगा. इट विल बी क्लोज टू 0.
इनका 0 तो होगा.
और ज्यादा करोगे तो 0 के
Okay.
आसपास हो जाएगा.
क्लोज टू 0 राइट.
हाँ, ऐसा है कि जैसे हम ना ये एक, जैसे आपका एक ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है ना,
बिल्कुल.
इसका मीन 0 है, स्टैंडर्ड डिवीजन 1 है, राइट. अब इस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का वैल्यू पिक कर रहे हो, सो विद इन -1 to +1 आई विल हैव रैंडम वैल्यूज 69%, राइट. -2 to +2 आपकी 95% होंगी, राइट. सो अब इस पॉपुलेशन में से मैं सिर्फ अराउंड 10 वैल्यू ले रहा हूँ, तो मीन एग्जैक्ट 0 तो नहीं होगा, क्लोज टू 0. बट अगर इसको मैं अगर 1000 या 10,000 लूंगा तो ऑलमोस्ट 0 आ जाएगा वो.
ओके ओके ओके. क्लोज टू 0.
ओके. अब मैंने इसको 10 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया है. सो इसका मीन कितना है अभी देखते हैं. ये है वैल्यूज आपकी, सॉरी इसको कमेंट कर दो. That's my mean. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Okay. अब ये ध्यान से देखना. So ये मीन 10 वैल्यूज को हो गया, बट यूजुअली मुझे क्या करना होता है, आई वांट टू कैलकुलेट रो मीन और कॉल मीन, राइट. So now here what we are doing, the columns are considered as axis. ये थोड़ा समझना. यूजुअली एक्सिस 0 हम रोज को बोलते हैं, एक्सिस 1 हम कॉलम्स को बोलते हैं. Okay. Now here if I have to calculate a row mean, means I have to actually calculate the mean of these two values, right?
Okay.
सॉरी जैसे कॉलम
Sorry to disturb,
सॉरी
but
इसका मीन निकालना है इन दोनों का राइट मीन्स आई हैव टू ऐड ऑल दीज वैल्यूज एंड देन कैलकुलेट द मीन यस प्रणाली
मुझे एरर आ रहा है सर
किसमें
मेरा रैंडम एरर जनरेट नहीं हुआ
फंक्शन चेक कर लो एक बार
अरे एनडी लिखा है मुझे एरर क्या मिल रहा है पता है नेम एनपी नॉट डिफाइंड
आपका रिस्टार्ट हुआ क्या कर्नल
हाँ मैंने किया है क्योंकि वो एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो रहा था
हाँ तो फिर इंपोर्ट करो ना
इंपोर्ट
numpy
करना पड़ेगा क्या
हाँ राइट So in case you restart the kernel, फिर उसका np नहीं मिलेगा. Again you have to run that cell input and numpy dot as np. तब चलेगा आपका फिर.
Himanshu, could you just repeat what is that axis is equal to 1? It calculates row wise. Mean of row 1.
Yeah. No, x is equal to. So now we have two axes here, right? One is a row axis and one is a column axis.
Yeah.
Right. So now, now usually what is like we take row as axis 1 and columns as axis 2.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So row wise mean it will calculate.
Sorry.
Row wise mean it will calculate, right?
ये सॉरी मैंने गलत चीज बोल दी. 0 and 1 होता है, 1 and 2 नहीं होता. 1 and 2 उसमें होता है, R में होता है, इसमें 0 and 1 होता है.
Okay.
So row is 0, column is 1. ये समझ
So
column is 1, right? But now here, if I pass axis is equal to 1, what does that means?
column wise mean it will calculate.
See this. अभी मैं इन दोनों का मीन निकाल रहा हूँ, राइट?
Then there should be 5 means, right?
नहीं 5 मीन्स तो कॉलम्स के केस में आएगा ना, जब कॉल मीन निकालूंगा.
But axis is equal to 1 means column wise है ना?
नहीं वही बता रहा हूँ. देखो जब हम मीन एक्सिस, इसको फर्स्ट एक्सिस बोला जाता है, इसको सेकंड एक्सिस बोला जाता है, राइट? जब मैं इसका मीन निकाल रहा हूँ तो आई एम एक्चुअली कैलकुलेटिंग अ मीन अक्रॉस दिस मीन्स आई एम ट्रांसफर्सिंग द एक्सिस 2 ओनली, नॉट एक्सिस 1. देखो मेरे पास दो एक्सिस हैं इधर, राइट?
0 and 1, right?
सो अगर मुझे रो में कुछ भी ऐड सब्सट्रैक्ट करना है तो मेरा एक्सिस इस एक्सिस का रहेगा एलिमेंट, राइट? है ना? दिस इज एक्सिस 0 एंड दिस इज नाउ माय एक्सिस 1, माय कॉलम्स. Okay. So now if I have to calculate a row mean, means my row is constant, right? I am moving on columns only. That's why we use axis is equal to 1 for a row mean. But when I have to calculate the call mean, my column is constant. So I'm not moving on the axis 1, I'm moving on axis 0 only.
So please repeat.
देखो. Yes.
May I ask something?
Go ahead.
So when constant, it means we will keep the value of column as x. Suppose अगर first column का हम mean नहीं लिया, we will keep the column value as 0, and we will keep increasing the rows. So कि सभी rows का mean निकलेगा with respect to that specific column.
Exactly. देखो तो अभी क्या आप रहा देखो, this is my axis 0, this is my axis 1. ओके ठीक है. अब so एक्सिस जीरो मीन्स अगर मैं रो में कुछ मूव करूंगा तो मैं एक्सिस जीरो पे मूव कर रहा हूँ, राइट. नाउ व्हेन आई एम कैलकुलेटिंग द रो मीन, so what does it mean? Means I am calculating across all the columns. मेरा रो तो फ्रीज्ड है, right? That's why we use axis as one here. But I have to calculate the row means. But when I have to use the column means, I am moving across this axis, not across this axis, right? So that's why the axis is 0 when we have to calculate the col means.
Okay.
Getting it?
मतलब उल्टा. हाँ.
क्योंकि इसको बोलते हैं हम कॉलम मीन्स है, राइट. कॉलम वाइज मीन निकालना है तो, बट हमारा कॉलम तो फ्रीज्ड है, उसके लिए रो ये मूव कर रहा है. We are moving in this direction, right? That's why axis is 0 for col means and x equal to 1 for row means. Clear? Now, so this is my, इधर ये तो ओवरऑल मीन था, ये मेरा रो मीन हो गया, ये मेरा कॉल मीन हो गया. जितेंद्र हो रहा है ये?
Yes sir, हो रहा है. Done.
Okay, good. Now let me do one more thing here. np dot mean को आपको एक बार हेल्प दिखा देता हूँ. See this. A x is equal to default is none, right? Please mute. Who is this? Yeah. So default उस पूरे का आएगा. Okay. If I want, I can do it row wise or column wise. चलेगा. Okay. Now I know how to calculate mean. Now we can calculate sum also. Simply the sum function will calculate the overall sum. ARR क्या है मेरा? ARR is this. That's my sum. Okay. Similarly, I can compute the median also.
Himanshu?
Yes.
Yeah, here we aren't using the numpy kya? During sum and all.
Come
mean.
again.
We don't use that numpy np.
No, see, ARR is
For
already in method. Okay, yeah. Now one more good point here. See this. ARR is already a object of NumPy, right? So ideally it should have all the methods which we have in NumPy. So that's why you can use ARR.sum and all, right? But if you put ARR like this and put a tab, you won't find a median over here. Okay. You cannot find a median over here. So in case you have to apply a median, you have to go by the default way, that is np dot. So this will give you even more methods. Okay. So median is always calculated like this only. So these are my row medians, and then if I put a 0, these are my Okay. Yes, done. Now let's do some sorting of the NumPy arrays. Okay. So create a one-dimensional NumPy array, again a normally distributed values. So that's an unsorted array now. I set the seed, I have used the np.random.random. So now I'm creating a copy of it. So either you can create like this or simply by unsorted.copy bracket. So I've created a sorted and copy of unsorted, and then I'm sorting it. So default is of course the increasing order, or else you can use all these functions. Okay, let's go. Yes, ये कॉपी क्रिएट किया आपने.
सर थोड़ा स्क्रॉल अप कीजिए ना.
Yes, done.
जी हाँ जी.
Okay. So now this is an in. So if I wanted in place also, so it will do in place also. Default is it will automatically do in place only. Means without creating a copy, it will just change mutate that only.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Yes.
It's going to ascending order. Shorting to ascending order.
Right.
In case of descending order?
Reverse is
Going to descending order. No. Going to descending order, not ascending.
no, it's ascending only. No, it's negative.
Descend. Yeah. Ascending. Right.
Right. So if you want, I think reverse है कि reverse है एक second.
पापा मम्मी कह रहे हो स्कैनर.
इसमें एक आर्ग्यूमेंट होता है रिवर्स शायद से. Just a second. नहीं तो इटरेटर इसमें एक सेकेंड रिवर्स इज इक्वल टू ट्रू तो होता था. Why is not working?
In short function we have order.
इसमें ऑर्डर है, एक्सेस है, नन है. ऑर्डर में क्या
Order
एक्सेस टू सॉर्ट नहीं.
str list.
ऐसे कि there is a sorting unsorted dot argument sort chooses copy I put a sort squeeze रिवर्स इक्वल टू ट्रू होता था, इसमें क्या नहीं हो रहा. एक सेकेंड. np dot sort same thing only. इसका चेतन एक बार दिखता हूँ. आई थिंक रिवर्स इक्वल टू ट्रू नहीं ले रहा वो, उसमें नहीं आर्ग्यूमेंट को दूसरा फंक्शन होता होगा इसका.
Okay sir, no problem.
There is some function for it. प्रणय रिवर्स इक्वल टू ट्रू आर में होता था क्या?
हाँ, वहाँ पे तो ऑर्डर में आ जाता था सर.
ऑर्डर में आ
हम
जाता था.
करते थे तो आ जाता था. पर यहाँ पे ऑर्डर कुछ अलग ही दे रहा है. str लिस्ट ऐसा करके y वगैरह.
नहीं, वो तो अगर आप किसी दूसरे वेरिएबल के हिसाब से ऑर्डर करना चाहते हो तो वो कर देगा. इसका एक सेकंड, या तो असेंडिंग नहीं, असेंडिंग इसमें असेंडिंग भी नहीं दे रहा है. हाँ एक सेकंड. नहीं, आर्ग्यूमेंट सॉर्ट है, इससे हो जाएगा क्या? नहीं, इससे तो आर्ग्यूमेंट सॉर्टिंग हो जाएगी। ब्रॉडकास्ट नहीं, एक सेकंड देखता हूँ उसको मैं जरा।
रिवर्स है, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि अच्छा, ठीक है, आप देख लीजिए।
बोलो।
आई थिंक सर आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना रिवर्स करे, तो वो ऐसा तो नहीं है कि वो मतलब जैसे हम करते हैं कि 1 0 से लेके 10 तक, तो वो रिवर्स करे 10 से 0 पे खींच चलेगा, इंडाइसेस खींच जाएगा, रिवर्स करे आई थिंक।
वो आपका ARG सॉर्ट करेगा, आर्ग्यूमेंट सॉर्टिंग वो करेगा। आर्क सॉर्ट वो करता है, इसने तो वो क्या किया, इसने उसको अरेंज करके उसकी इंडेक्सिंग उल्टी कर दी है। ये जो इसने इसने क्या किया है, दैट्स वन वे ऑफ डूइंग। जैसे हमने ये सॉर्ट हो गया राइट नाउ, -1
वापस से बता दें।
नहीं, वो चेंज
Okay.
उसकी कॉपी है, वो कहाँ हुआ है,
Okay.
ये होगा शायद वो। अब हुआ है वो। तो ये एक तरीका है।
नहीं,
हो गया ना अब तो।
हाँ अब आ गया, हाँ डिसेंडिंग में आ गया ये।
ये डिसेंडिंग है, ये असेंडिंग है।
ये ascending है।
हेलो। -np डॉट शॉर्ट -ar -np।
नहीं, वो तो एक ही बात हो गई, आपको माइनस कर दोगे मतलब उसने आपने उसको नेगेटिव कर दिया। उसने क्या किया है, np डॉट सॉर्ट है आपका राइट, ये फंक्शन लगाया है। अब अगर उसको नेगेटिव कर दोगे तो नेगेटिव असेंडिंग उल्टा हो जाएगा राइट। मतलब देखो उसने ये किया, देखो अब आप जो बोल रहे हो वो ठीक है आपका तरीका। np डॉट अरे, जैसे मैंने एक अरे बना लिया 1 2 3 का, 1 2 3 में बनाता हूँ मैं, 3 1 2 बनाता हूँ अच्छे, ठीक है। अब अगर आप उसको x डॉट सॉर्ट करोगे तो इंक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में हो जाएगा राइट, 1 2 3। बट अगर इसको मैं -x कर दूंगा तो क्या होगा, ये -3 -1 -2 हो जाएगा। तो जब नेगेटिव हो जाता है तो अपना आपका उल्टा हो जाता है पूरा। देखो IF 3 1 2 राइट, तो इसका सॉर्टिंग 1 2 3 होती है ना। बट अगर ये -3 -1 -2 होगा तो इसकी सॉर्टिंग क्या होगी, ये होगी, ठीक है। अब के बाद क्या करोगे, उसने एक माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, तो वो बेसिकली मैनिपुलेशन ही करना पड़ेगा, डायरेक्टली फंक्शन नहीं है कोई। ओके तो उसने इसको पहले इसको अंदर नेगेटिव कर दिया, फिर उसने फिर से नेगेटिव हटा के उसको चेंज कर दिया. So np dot sort minus x and then minus. तो ये आ गया. So ठीक है, आगे देखते हैं अब. Then we have how to find unique elements. Okay. So now we have this values. So I can use np.unique function directly. Then now we can also apply some set operations on numpy arrays. So for example, here we have s1 and s2. So create this two arrays s1 and s2 which values desk, chair and bulb and lamp, bulb and chair. And then you can simply see the print here. You can use this np.intersect one dimensional. So it will give you bulb and chair.
One D stands for one dimension.
Sorry?
1D stands for one dimension. क्या यूनियन 1D one मतलब क्या है ये?
हाँ वही है. अगर आपका कॉलम
One-
मतलब वेक्टर्स हैं उसके लिए वन डायमेंशन के लिए ये है. Similarly, you can do union also, and you can use the difference also. Difference में order matter करेगा. Elements in S1 that are not in S2. So S1 की में से माइनस करोगे S2 को, तो बल्ब एंड चेयर हट जाएगा, डेस्क बच जाएगा, डेस्क प्रिंट कर देगा वो. Okay. And you can also use in function. Okay. To see which element of S1 is also in S2. So you will get true for chair and bulb. Okay. Now we'll stop. We'll start broadcasting from tomorrow. अच्छा assignments किए क्या?
ये सर असाइनमेंट हो तो बेटर है.
हाँ जी.
असाइनमेंट अगर हो जाए तो बढ़िया है सर.
असाइनमेंट दिए मैंने सारे.
ऑन मूडल.
हाँ मूडल पे सारे असाइनमेंट्स हैं, सब कुछ है ना, टॉपिक वाइज.
ओके
कर लो फिर डिस्कस कर लेंगे ना.
ओके ओके.
कर लो तो नेक्स्ट वीक डिस्कस कर लेंगे. आपने किया क्या अक्षय, प्रणाली?
नहीं सर मैंने नहीं किया.
कर लो इस वीक, कर लो, नेक्स्ट वीक डिस्कस कर लेंगे. ठीक है.
हाँ. सर आपने वीडियोस भी सारे डाले हैं क्या फिर मूडल पे?
हाँ
हमारे बैच की डाले?
हाँ आपकी बैच की डाले हैं सारे, नहीं जितना आपका वही डाले हैं बस. अभी आपकी बैच की डालूंगा, पुरानी बैच की नहीं डाला मैं. हाँ
हाँ मतलब लास्ट वीक के मैंने अभी तक देखे नहीं ना लास्ट वीक की, तो मैं अभी इस वीक करके फिर आपको असाइनमेंट सबमिट.
ठीक है, देख लो. ठीक है.
ओके सर, थैंक यू. गुड
ठीक है.
नाइट.
ओके, थैंक यू. सी यू टुमारो नाउ.
बाय सर.
बाय.